Yannis Banks, Texas NAACP, and we are against Senate Bill 3.
That was great.
Hey, I try to keep it short.
Drilled it.
It's going to be a long night, so I try to be short and get out your way. And I think for a lot of reasons you have heard, but I would emphasize a few others, especially from our education chair. Wanted to make sure I put on the record. I know I got 2 minutes. So the concerns we have has been stated: divert public resources from Texas already underfunded public schools. It's offering no real choice to low-income families or families living in rural areas, and fail to provide a targeted response to challenges faced by low-income children attending low-performance public schools. And from even reports and research I've seen, I've reached out to a few other researchers. There's been a lack of any real evidence to show that this works. There's been minute or small amount improvement, but not enough to really try to revamp a system. And this is a report from the Economic Policy Institute, as a matter of fact. And from the report, it suggests that giving parent and student a great choice of educational offerings is better accomplished by supporting and strengthening neighborhood public schools with a menu of proven policies, from early childhood education to after-school and summer programs, to improve teacher pre-service training, and to improve student health and nutrition programs. Now, all of these yield much higher returns than the minor, if any, gains you'll get from this kind of education savings account or vouchers or whatever you may want to call it. And one of the things that they also want to mention, I've heard people mention that this is the civil rights issue of our times, and I will push back on that and say this is far from the civil rights issue of our times, because we still have the same civil rights issues we're facing. As a matter of fact, where these kind of programs, they came from being anti-civil rights, if you will. So this is far from a civil rights issue of our time. This is more of an anti-civil rights issue. And with that, I'll close.